yes, I'm impressed and I'm happy with what I've seen.
La jugada individual va a buscar el disparo.
I'm still waiting to see what is going to happen.
A la pierna derecha el disparo, ¡ay! Se la tragó.
No one expected Rafinha's reaction after Barcelona humiliated Nico Williams' Athletic Bilbao in the Super Cup. On top of that, Athletics coach Ernesto Valverde also spoke out after the painful defeat. In this video, you'll see all the reactions to this delightful 5-0 win over Athletic Club in the Spanish Super Cup semi-final, and I'll admit, I agree with what Rafinha said.
Anything to say to that, Ale?
Well, it's Luis has said himself that he's trying to manage his own expectations. I would suggest be happy, be excited. I would suggest this is best case scenario for Barcelona and Hansi Flick.
In just 16 minutes, from the 22nd to the 38th, Barca practically sealed their place in the final thanks to 4 goals scored by the magnificent quartet Flick lined up in attack. Barcelona faced little resistance against Athletic Club, who completely collapsed once the Blaugrana attack clicked into gear. It was a comfortable match, the kind where Barca gets the job done quickly and then manages the game. Hansi Flick's team killed off the semi-final in just 15 minutes of the first half. The second half still showed competitiveness from the Catalan side, but Athletic had already waved the white flag, despite a somewhat encouraging start. It was yet another clear demonstration of Barca's attacking power, even with important changes to the lineup for this Super Cup semi-final. Lamine Yamal started on the bench after missing the previous day's full training session, and Flick once again opted for Ferran as the center forward. In defense, there was an interesting change. Eric returned to playing centrally, while the midfield featured the Frenkie-Pedri duo. Fermin played as the attacking midfielder. The formula worked, even though Barcelona started at a slow pace, largely due to the intense heat. For about 10 minutes, Athletic even dared to dream, pressing high, winning corners, and trying to catch Barca off guard. But once Pedri began to speed up the game, spaces opened up in midfield, and the match completely changed direction. When Barca finds rhythm, it hurts, and it hurt fast. The team went into halftime with 4 goals, and it could have been 5 if not for Unai Simon's deflection on what was almost an own goal by Vivian. Athletic's attempt to exploit the wings died the moment Barcelona started dominating the game through the middle. The first goal came from a well-worked move. Pedri finds Rooney, who cuts inside and crosses. Fermin mishits the shot, but ends up setting up Ferran, who makes no mistake. Then, Fermin takes advantage of a pinpoint cross from Rafinha and, shortly after, scores again, this time after a play that starts with himself, goes through Rooney, who dribbles past Adama and shoots, and ends with a mistake by Simone. Athletic were already in freefall when Rafinha scored a stunning goal out of nowhere, beating Arezzo and firing a powerful left-footed shot into the net. Not even Sanset's shot off the post in the final minutes was enough to change the mood. The semi-final was already a massive challenge for the Basque side. More frightening than watching Atletico Madrid beat Real Madrid 5-2. Barcelona were dominant, ruthless, and made one thing clear: when they find space, they show no mercy. I think whichever team they face in the final of this Super Cup, Real Madrid or Atletico Madrid, is already afraid of being humiliated. The second half began with Barcelona's 5th goal, scored by Rafinha after a long spell of collective buildup. The Brazilian played in a more central role, while Fermin shifted to the left. Flick made substitutions to give Bernal some minutes and rest more fatigued players. Lamine Yamal came on late to do just that. With the score at 5-0, the match settled into a truce-like atmosphere until the final whistle.
If Hansi Flick drew up what would be the best case scenario for him in this game against Athletic Club, this would have been it. That the game was over by halftime, which then allowed him to rotate the team. It became a glorified training session in the second half, which then, again, it gives Hansi Flick the freedom to rest some people and to worry about what's going to be a far more competitive game on Sunday. And I think we all understand that. But if you're Hansi Flick and you're Barcelona, you're not upset at all that Athletic Club did not show up. That's on them. The responsibility of Barcelona is to take advantage of the opportunities that were afforded to them by Athletic Club, and they did so time and time again. So if I'm a Barcelona fan, yes, don't get ahead of yourself in terms of this is not going to be the game that we're going to see on Sunday. but be excited about the fact that you were controlling a match and that you were not only in full control of the match, but that you took advantage of opportunities, which hasn't quite been the case against Villarreal late in the year and then against Espanyol last weekend, in which they were not in control of games, in which there was an element of good fortune in terms of how those games went, and Joan Garcia had to come up with saves. Today, 5-0, every bit of 5-0. It was a backside whooping, so reason to be excited. I don't know why Barcelona's #1 fan, Luis Garcia, cannot just enjoy the night.
Yeah, you have the right to reply here, Luis.
No, actually I enjoyed it, and I enjoy it very much because I've seen a fantastic Rafinha once again, 100% full feed with that ability to arrive in the right space at the right time. We saw once again Ferran Torres scoring.
Now we need to talk about Rafinha. His performance was masterful. Even with FIFA overlooking him, Rafinha continues to impress Barcelona fans. I'm genuinely amazed at how Hansi Flick has turned Rafinha into a monster on the field. A tireless player, present in every zone, always offering intensity and solutions. What I love most about Rafinha is his efficiency. There are no unnecessary improvisations. He plays simply, directly, and effectively. The best example of this was his first goal. Just 4 touches on the ball. Everything fast, short, and lethal. He delivers high-level football without excess. The exact type of player who makes a difference in big games. He didn't play well against Espanyol, but he redeemed himself spectacularly against Athletic Bilbao in Saudi Arabia. Rafinha on the left wing was the offensive heart of a Barça side that was very effective on the flanks, alongside Rafinha and also Rooney, who started in place of Lamine and had a great game, proving to be a viable option on the right to give Lamine a rest. The Brazilian dictated the pace with speed, pressing, and finishing, scoring 2 fantastic goals and providing 1 assist. After securing a spot in the final, Rafinha expressed his pride in the team's performance. He said, "We are the ones who make the game easy or hard. When we play well, do the right things, defend and attack properly, I think the game becomes easier." Not that it's an easy game, because playing against Athletic is always very tough. They have a very quality team and many players who can decide a match. "We are the ones who make the game easy or hard," Rafinha told Movistar, where he also emphasized that whoever plays, we are always ready and always give our best. Rafinha also noted, "Rooney adapted really well. Firmino also came back very well, and I think that shows the quality of the team." Adding that, "I will always strive to give my best and continue trying to have a season that is, if not perfect, at least nearly perfect." When asked about a potential opponent in the Supercopa final, Rafinha avoided choosing between Real Madrid and Atletico de Madrid, assuring that whoever wins the next game, we are ready for whoever comes, and telling the club's press that, "With this mentality, we have everything to win." I completely agree with Rafinha's statements. "We are the ones who make the game easy or hard. With this mentality, we have everything to win." That phrase perfectly sums up Barcelona's current moment. When the team takes the field with conviction, intensity, and collective spirit, the chances of winning rise dramatically. Rafinha is right to say that Barça has the ability to compete in every competition, and much of that credit goes to Hansi Flick. The coach listened to criticism, took responsibility, and committed to transforming the team after the tough defeat to Chelsea.
Lamine Yamal coming on when he did, were you surprised to see that?
No, because Hansi Flick told us in the pregame that he hasn't trained in 3 days. It's not like he played 60 minutes. He was out there for 20-25 minutes, which is essentially just, hey, just get out there and touch the ball. Get some touches on the ball. Get a sweat going. Stretch your legs a little bit. It's what he would have done in a training session. And so absolutely no issues whatsoever. And mind you, he wasn't in any risk of an injury because Athletic Club were nowhere near actually challenging anybody or getting close to Barcelona at any point. So it's basically, I'll get some touches, I'll get some touches. Luis Garcia could have gotten touches today. Luis Garcia could have gotten a goal today.
Ernesto Valverde exploded with anger after seeing his team get destroyed by Barcelona. There were no excuses for his team's performance. "We started well, but as soon as Barca scored, we felt the blow. If you lower your head against teams like this, they steamroll you because they have no mercy." The 4-0 score at halftime was painful. In the second half, we had to try to prevent it from getting worse. We weren't well positioned, and we lacked the fighting spirit needed. It was a bad game, one of the worst we've ever played. Now we have to pick ourselves up, the coach said. His team gave up. What happened today isn't something that happens often. It's not typical of our team, which always fights until the end. We also have to take into account the opponent we faced. We need to face this situation. Now, Athletic must recover ahead of their Copa del Rey round of 16 clash against Cultural Leonesa. That's the point. We have to bounce back after a setback like this. It was a hard hit for us. You can lose in many ways, but when you're down 4-0 at halftime, it means the opponent was superior. We have to recover. The player from Vitoria explained the defeat from his team's perspective, not Barcelona's. I can't comment much on the opponent. We all know that even the best and the worst of Barça can thrash us. They're in good form right now. We didn't take advantage of the chances we had. I'm evaluating the match based on the resistance we showed at certain moments. Our response wasn't the best.
First half, imagine you are satisfied.
Of course satisfied. The first half, after 5 minutes, so we are in the game and we played like we want, and I'm very happy, of course.
I don't want to use the word easy in a sport, but today the victory did seem easy.
No, it shows our quality when we do the right things, so the right positions, and we are connected. Then it could happen like this, and of course I'm very proud about the team.
Let me ask you for Rooney. Today had the opportunity and he deserves this opportunity, and I guess he's the kind of players at the beginning nobody knows him, at the end everybody loves him.
Yes, of course, his skills are really amazing, and also he showed it in the training, and of course it's not easy for him because Lamine normally play on this position and it's not easy to get minutes, but he deserved it, and he made it really good.
You can choose, you cannot choose the opponent of the final. Tomorrow is a great game.
No, we will have a look what happens, and then we see who is the opponent on Sunday.
Congrats, Hansi.
Thank you very much.
Ronnie next to us. Ronnie, I can imagine you are one of the more happiest people here right now.
Yeah, for sure. I'm extremely happy to be here in Saudi to play an amazing match where we were very dominant, and to be able to help the team with some goals and assists. I'm extremely happy, but also for that, I know that we have a final now, so I'm extremely happy and looking forward for that.
You want to choose any opponent, or
doesn't matter. It's two great teams, and it would be fun either team. So
2 goals this season, both with the other leg.
yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not a surprise. I've been practicing a lot, but yeah, for sure. I mean, people know maybe that I have the left foot, so whenever the chance opens, I try to go to the right, and I know that I can shoot to the right as well, so it's good.
Hansi Flick just said here, Rooney has a difficult season because he's playing on the position of Lamine Yamal, but he's learning a lot and working a lot. What are you learning this season with all these teammates?
I mean, of course, when you come to a new club, is always you need to adapt. Some players that has been here for a long time, they have the trust and everything. So for me, it's just important to every time I get the chance to show what I can do. Every minute I get, I'm grateful for them and to show. Of course, I want to play more. Everyone wants to play, but I'm learning from everyone. It's my first season here at Barça, but I'm learning and I'm developing a lot every training session, every match. So hopefully I continue like this.
The last one, no Rooney, no party.
Yeah, exactly. No, but I'm saving for the final.